All right, Nowata, Oklahoma. My name is Doc Rock. I run Rocket Salvation Radio out of Norman, Oklahoma. We're one of the few, actually, terrestrial FM Christian rock, metal, and rap stations in the United States left. So it's a rough territory to get into, but we have a blast doing it. We started back in 2014 is when the station started. So 2014, I took over in 2016, December 2016, and been having a blast ever since. But just wanted to do a quick plug for the station, Rock Salvation Radio. You can hit us up on the apps. Just go, right now we're actually fighting with Google with our Android app, so it's not up. But you can go to, TuneIn app, and you can listen to us there. Or if you do have an iPhone, you can listen to us. Just search KOUJ Radio, our call sign, and be able to download our app and listen to us there. But who's ready to get back to some music? Come on. Alright. Who's ready to get back to some music? Alright, let's give it up real quick for Fear Not. Sending 68. Who's ready for 13 minutes? Alright. I have the pleasure to introduce, returning to the stage. It's been 10 long years since they've been on the stage. Please welcome back, Even the Dogs!
Wow. Thank you guys so much. It feels so good to be back on stage with these guys. I'm going to take a second and introduce them. 10 years, you guys have probably forgot. On the guitar, Blaine Hewitt. And back where he belongs, because we went through a stint without him. But this is his home, Anthony Hinton on drums. The wild man, Mr. David Odell on bass guitar. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Eddie Green. How you doing? And we are Even the Dogs. So we're gonna keep it moving. For those of you guys that had the EP, this is Tears Ripped from Emotionless Pride. Oh my God, I'm too old for this. That's what happens when you have grown kids who are out there singing probably better than I do. Guys, again, we're so excited. You know, one of the things that all of us loved was being on stage. I get to do that. What's wrong? Delay? Like right now? Oh, yeah. Okay. Maybe I won't use that then. One of the things we have missed, I get the blessing and the honor of being able to do it with Fear Not a lot. But, you know, those guys, they have been together forever, and they're brothers, and I'm their brother. But there's something special about that core group, of 4. And there's always going to be something special about these guys. It is. I know it's stupid, and we're metal, and we're not supposed to be sappy, but it was so funny whenever we got together to start talking about, do we want to do this again and get back on stage? Do we owe it to each other, or do we owe it to the fans? And so we are in talks of putting out a new album. It is heavy. So, and different. So it will be a departure from what you're used to with even the dogs, but I think you guys will dig it. But like I said, I love them. It's awesome to be back on stage with them. I appreciate them so much for doing this. Guys, this is called We Chase These Thrills. So, question. Are we doing all right? We still got it? Thank you. So, I'm going to do something, only because they're giving me so much crap. They're probably going to tell me no, but my two kids, Tristan and Noah, get up here on stage, please. Come on. I'm not asking, I'm telling you as your father. The Bible says, obey your parents. So let me tell you why I do this. Let me set the precedent for this. We were on stage in Joplin. We had just done 4 shows, back to back to back to back, and I had a serious respiratory issue going on. In the middle of our set, blood started coming out of my throat. It wasn't because I wasn't doing it right, but he bailed me out. This is Noah. This is Tristan. And this song is called Down in Flames. They're going to help me sing the please stop. my kids. Because they killed it, man. Guys, we got 3 more for you. How many of you guys are ready for 13 minutes? Wow, really? How many of you guys are ready for 13 minutes? I'm not. I'm having fun, right? You know what? Forget it, Jamie. We'll just take it from here. You want it? You come get it. I told you already. Jamie can whip me. I already know this. Because he proved it. It's like, I'll show you, Eddie. That's what happens when you get old. You can't win those fights anymore. You guys having a good time? All right, so this song that we're going to do is my absolute favorite song that we ever wrote. It's kind of like the way I am with Fear Not. I listen to the music and I forget that it's me. Forget that it's us because it's so good. So I do want to preface it. This song is about very dark subject matter. Most of the stuff that I write from the warfare side of being a Christian. My life was exponentially easy when I wasn't a Christian, and the reason why is because it was not a threat. And when you're not a threat, the devil doesn't care. So if you're on cruise control and everything's good in your life, you might want to check. Because I tell you what, I have never been under more persecution and condemnation in my life as whenever I accepted the Lord of Lords. Now, that being said, does that mean I don't have good days? No, I have great days. Okay? And guys, we're not here to preach to you. Okay? What you believe is what you believe, and we love you regardless. And we are not here to force anything down anybody's throat, because I don't believe that's the way God would be. So, I don't care what you believe, I don't care what your lifestyle is, we love you regardless. We're going to be your friend, we're never going to look down our nose at you. Guys, that's what Even the Dogs is about. We're about walking in love for everybody. So, this song, however, is about hypocrisy and false prophecy. The song is called Ghost. Thank you. Guys, we got just 2 more for you. And we're going to be done, but I am going to need your help, just like we did with Fear Not. As you guys stand in the back, you're going to put your butts right here. 13 minutes, doesn't get to play, you know the rules. But you get to rest this song. I'm pretty jazzed about this one. Blaine is going to be on lead vocal through the chorus. So, oh, just go, Blaine, go. So anyway, this was the last single we released 9 years ago. 10 years ago, right before we gracefully laid it down. And it will most likely be on the new album because we really like this song. I did also too want to let you know we do have merch. It's not here though. The printer did not get it done. Anchor Merchandising is who handles all of Fear Not's merch and our merch too. If you go to anchormerchandising.com, we've released 4 new shirts, 4 new hoodies, 4 new cups, 4 new patches, 4 new everything. And they're really cool. The shirt for this song is my favorite one. So this track right here, are you ready for this one? Did you see that? He's like, no, he's not. So guys, this is called Optimist.
Oh, heck yeah.
All right, guys, this is our last song. And I hate it. Oh my God, it breaks my heart because I've had so much fun with you guys, with these guys on stage. So everybody come here. Everybody. This isn't for those of you that saw Even the Dogs years ago. I'm going to tell you there was never a more surreal moment. We're at Rocklahoma. We are the last band on the Axis stage right before Slayer goes on. And we have probably about 5,000 people in front of the stage with their arms in the air and singing the words to this song back to us. And I stood on the stage and I cried. Because there's something as a musician that when you look out into an audience and you see you've connected with something that you wrote sitting in the privacy of your home on your couch, and something you say speaks to their heart, guys, it moves you to your very core. That is, we love you for showing up. We love you for participating and supporting not just us, but fear not, sending 68, 13 minutes. Guys, because this local stuff is dying. And it means a lot. Nowata has always had a huge special place in my heart. Back in the day when I was with a band called Recycled Souls, they would show up. They would show up in buses to watch us play. We couldn't do that in Tulsa. But here would be a crew from Nowata, Oklahoma, with 50 to 60, 70 kids. And they would leave after we played. They wouldn't even stay and watch Disciple, which was amazing to me. So the fact that you guys took time out of your day to do that, we want to say thank you. Guys, this song right here, this is our anthem. We're going to teach it to you. If you know it, scream it. Guys, this song, for whatever reason, has connected with our fans everywhere we have went. This is our last song, guys. This is When We Fall. It is your turn. God is going to meet you right where you are. It's not about religion. It's not about being pushy. Guys, it's just about love. That's it. Even if you don't believe, that's okay. We all need help sometimes. We all need to know there's a light at the end of the tunnel. We all need to know that somebody's there to help us. Maybe it's somebody in your life. Maybe somebody is that light for you. For me, it's the Almighty. That's who He is. And I know that He will never leave me nor forsake me. So you are going to put your hands up in the air. You're going to close your eyes. And for a few moments, all the problems in your life, leave them out there. And we are going to have a good time together. We are going to love each other. And we are going to sing this at the top of our lungs. I'm going to teach it to you. You're going to sing it back. And it goes like this. Put your arms around me and never let me go. Your turn. Put your never let me go. Right now. I think you can do better. Get them up. Never let me go. One more time. Here we go. Put your arms around me. With all your heart, never let me go. Now. Never let me go. One, two, three, go. Put your arms